This is for my cornbread because your girl makes good homemade cornbread, not jiffy, not the pig, okay? Girl, what are you waiting on? Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell notification. Hey, I am currently standing in front of my open pantry shelves. It is a solution that I had to come up with because we have a very small and narrow pantry. So I'm going to show you what I have up here that is a staple in our kitchen. I need to go ahead and refill some of my glass jars. First, I'm going to start with my sugar. I buy pure cane sugar that hasn't been bleached because white sugar has been bleached. But as I refill, I want you all to notice that I do not have any labels on my glass jars. And that is because when I wash the jars to disinfect them, the label will come off. So yes, it's really cute that people have the labels on their glass spice jars and on their jars and their shelves and stuff, but it's just not practical because as I empty them, I like to go ahead and wash them. If you have the labels on your jars, good for you, but help me figure out how people are actually washing and disinfecting them. Are they just spraying like some disinfectant on a cloth and wiping it down, or are they not disinfecting it at all? Because kitchens need to be clean and disinfected. Here I have my tea box. It is straight off of Amazon that my husband got for me. I have a love/obsession with teas. So I have multiple different types of teas in here that I absolutely love and have to have. So it's in a nice little container, and that goes in the top corner. And then below that, I have my nice fruit basket. I got this bowl from Target. It is clay, I think, but it's made to look like it's cast iron. I wanted something really nice, not the standard fruit bowl, because we used to have a stainless steel one, you know, the one with the bananas, with the banana hook on top, and that's just not cute. So I wanted this, and I love it. I put our avocados up here onto their right, and these actually need to go in the fridge now because they're good and tender. And then over here, I have our snack bin. Although you can't tell, where I'm not much of a snacker. My husband snacks a little bit more than me. But I have various different types of snacks here. We keeping it real, right? Like, I'm really big on eating healthy. That's what my page is primarily about. But I still love all types of snacks. So we got the extra cheddar goldfish, these crackers that I told y'all about in another video. I actually went and bought some more. These cashews that my mother-in-law got for us. And then another bag of these fancy cashews. Some salt and vinegar pork rinds that I got from the Dollar Tree the other day. Because I saw them and I was like, I gotta try these. Because now that I'm in my 30s, like, I can't be eating a lot of chips. Chips make my stomach hurt. There's something about chips. Like, I can only have a small handful. And then I got these from Trader Joe's. They are rosemary crackers. I wanted to use this for a charcuterie tray. So I thought that would be very cute. And then these jerk flavored plantain chips. And then they go on top of placemats that we use for our glass table. And then below that, I have a basket full of onions. I have my sweet yellow onions and then my red onions. I learned a little bit later on in life that your onions and potatoes should be kept separately. So my potatoes are in our actual pantry. So on the shelves, I keep the actual onions so that the onions don't make the potatoes go bad quicker, because that's what happens when you store them together. Or I guess you could always refrigerate them, but I'm not about to take up space in my fridge with that. Now on the very top middle section of our shelves, I have some different things, not really categorized any type of way, but these just so happen to be the containers that have these like little bubbles on the outside, because all of the glass containers are a little bit different, but they all have the silver top. I made sure of that. So this is organic whole wheat spaghetti noodles. I like to keep these on hand for a quick meal. This one has white sugar. I only use white sugar for my homemade face scrub because the all natural type of sugar doesn't work too well with my face scrub, so I only use white sugar. So I have to have a little bit of that on hand. This is the sugar that I will use to make like lemonade or something like that. Other than that, I actually don't cook or do much with sugar. I primarily use maple syrup or honey. So yeah, this is primarily just for like when I make drinks. This is brown basmati rice. This is the only type of rice that I buy. It is my favorite. Basmati rice is just the absolute best. And I do brown because it just has a little bit more fiber. Although I get a whole lot of fiber in my diet, so it's not that big of a deal. This is, oh, more white sugar. I really take my skincare seriously, but a whole, how big is a bag of sugar? Like 5 pounds, but the whole bag wouldn't fit in one, so I had to put a little bit in there. She's heavy too. And then this is some black eyed peas because black, duh. Plus Juneteenth is coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna need these so that I could be ready and prepared. So then I just organize them like every other as far as height. And that's it for the top shelf. Second row of the middle section, I have coconut flakes because I love to add unsweetened coconut flakes on top of our oatmeal. So that's in here. And then here I have flax seeds that are already ground flax seeds, because I like to add that to smoothies, baked goods, things like that. Because when you're cooking something like a smoothie or making something like a smoothie or a baked good, you're not going to be able to taste the flaxseed in it, but you're going to be able to get all of the health benefits. So I love adding extra nutrients where it's not going to mess up your recipe or the item that you're cooking. And then this is almond flour for my Kinda Keto blueberry muffins. I love almond flour because it's going to give you the sensation of eating something that's breaded or carby without all of the bloat. So I love my blueberry muffins for my breakfast prep during the week. So this is perfect for it. I've tried to use coconut flour before, but it was a dub. This is corn flour, whatever. This is for my cornbread because your girl makes good homemade cornbread, not Jiffy, not the pig, okay? Just right here. And these is grits because still black. These is grits. and chia seeds, because again, I like to add these into my smoothies, and I also add chia seeds on top of our oatmeal. Some people will use chia seeds to make like pudding. That's not my zhuzh. I'm very texture based when it comes to my food, and I don't like slimy stuff, and chia seeds will make something into slime. Like people will add chia seeds to water and stuff. That's not for me. That's it for that shelf. On the row beneath that, I have oatmeal. This is organic oatmeal. I only buy organic oatmeal because if you buy regular oatmeal, it has too many chemicals on it. So I like to make sure that I'm keeping our staples pretty organic, clean, as much as possible. Popcorn, because I love my homemade popcorn. It's amazing. It's crack. Right now, Trader Joe's has that popcorn that I love, so I've been buying that instead of making my own, but I just pop this on the stove in some coconut oil and then put a little bit of high quality melted butter on top. These are tortilla strips because I love to add a crunchy element to my salads, whether it's croutons, tortilla strips, or sesame sticks. I have to have a little bit of something carby and crunchy on the salad. I've been doing better because I used to add a whole lot of croutons. By a whole lot, I mean like a good handful, but that's just too much. So I've been lightening it up. These are almonds that are pretty low, so I like to keep some type of snacking nut on the shelf as well, whether that be almonds, pistachios, or cashews. I need to refill this with something. And then here are some walnut pieces. I also like to add nuts on top of our salads, so I get the baking nuts, whether that be almonds, walnuts, or sometimes I'll get pecans or pecans, and I'll add that to salads as well. But right now we have walnuts because we actually don't really eat walnuts as a snack, unlike almonds. So I like to make sure that we get another type of nut for its different type of nutrients into our system for that biodiversity. Then on this shelf, we have quinoa. This is the last shelf. We actually don't eat a lot of quinoa. I don't like quinoa as a rice replacement. I know that it's super fatty, but I am actually against that because I think that diet culture has appropriated a lot of cultural foods from different countries. And with things like quinoa, we because we're Americans over consuming some of other countries' food products, they might not have access to it, although it's their cultural food. So, and it ain't that good, so it ain't really no purpose of buying a whole bunch of it. But I do like to make like a quinoa salad. I haven't made it in a while, but I like that as a summer little light meal. Candy in just a plastic airtight container, because I don't like for anything to be exposed to the air, just in case we get little ants and things like that. You don't want that stuff getting a hold of your food. And then I have another container with some Kind bars. Although the Kind bars, little piece of plastic. Although the Kind bars are individually wrapped, I still like for them to be in the container because it looks nice. And I like to be able to see what I need to stock up on. And Kind bars were on sale, so that's why I have this many in here, because Kind bars are usually a little bit expensive per bar. And then this is just the overflow of the nuts for the salads. So you'll see here that these are just chopped walnuts that most people will just use for, you know, when they're making cookies and things like that, but I buy them all the time for salads. And I love the fact that it doesn't have any added oils, salt, or anything like that. Like the ingredient label just says chopped walnuts. So that's perfect. I always get ours from Aldi or Lidl. And that's it for this entire middle section. Last but most certainly not least, I have some of the items that are actually useful and purposeful, but I'm using them as kitchen decor because I don't like having knickknacks around the kitchen. I believe that a kitchen should be sanitized and clean and all that. And when you have a bunch of knickknacks in your kitchen, they get in the way of being able to properly sanitize. And I don't be wanting to move all that stuff just to clean up. You know what I mean? So this is a speaker because your girl likes to blast her music. If I am in the kitchen for a long time and I'm by myself in the house when my husband's home, I don't blast the speaker. Hopefully he doesn't call me out on that shit. What else? But I'll also wear my Beats headphones. This is a tangine. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have not used it to cook anything in it yet because it's so beautiful and I don't want to mess it up. And there's like a proper way to be able to prepare your foods in it so that you don't mess it up. It's handmade, hand painted, and all of that. Matter of fact, I'll show you. So this is it. So all that I've done with it so far is actually just use it to store my tortillas for taco night. Please don't judge me. I'm just not trying to have it. This is my tangine. My mom got it for me. So beautiful, so nice. And you can see like the details is everything. And then behind it, I have a cookbook for crock pots, like slow cooker recipes. It could be crock pots, Dutch ovens, etc., etc. But this is a cookbook. Haven't used it much, but it's here. These are some bubble wine glasses. Love, love, love these. My auntie accidentally broke one the last time she came. These were actually a wedding gift from my line sister, but I can easily buy some more on Amazon. They're just everything. I love a big bubble glass. If you used to watch Scandal, then you already know that this is an Olivia Pope wine glass. Behind it, I have a cookbook that my friend got me for my birthday this year. It's called Big Macs and Burgundy. So it just pairs different foods with wines. And my friend obviously knows me because I'm kind of bougie like that. So that goes behind there as well. And then below it, I have my pink Dutch oven. Absolutely love this. Got it off Amazon. I will link this below for you all. It is amazing. And it's just so beautiful. I mean, this is what I mean by like having nice cookware should be the decor in your kitchen. You don't need all that other crap. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then I love making a nice cocktail. So these are some of my cocktail glasses that are obviously dusty, and because it's out, of course, I clean them properly before I use them. So please don't come for me, I'm not the one, okay? Yeah. Below that shelf, I have these little cloth bins with the Afro boho type of print on it because I love having like hidden Afro boho themes within our home decor. And these are just some cleaning rags that I've stored in here. And then next to it, I have its twin. And in here, I store our clean dishwashing cloths. We don't have any clean ones right now. They're all being washed. So that's down there. All right, that's my open pantry shelf. I highly suggest this if you have a small pantry or if you don't have a pantry at all, but you have a wall space in your kitchen like we do. We don't have a completely open layout, so this was perfect for me. We just took an old bookshelf, I spray painted it black. My wrist was definitely hurting, but just get your little bookshelf off of Facebook Marketplace or something like that for the low, and then use it to your advantage. Get you some nice clear glass containers. I'll make sure that I'll link everything that I can below from this video so that you can have it if you choose to have it. No pressure to buy at all. But I love my shelf. It's aesthetically pleasing. Plus it's functional, because we have to have both. There's no point in being aesthetically pleasing if it's not functional, okay? Catch y'all next time.